Syllabus Review. All right, the start of the semester is here and we're ready to get started and get to work. First though, there's a document we want to take a look at, and that's the course syllabus. Where do you find it? Good question. Like everything else in this course, it's under Blackboard. So looking at the screen, you'll notice that we are sitting at the Welcome Start Here screen. And when you first log into Blackboard, this is where it'll put you. If you scroll down, there's an entry here, an item for the course syllabus, right? PDF document. Click on the link, and it'll open in a new tab in your browser, or download, depending what browser you're using. Well, this is actually a really important document, probably more so for these CMIT classes than many other classes, and I'll explain why. Here at the beginning, we got the usual stuff, right? The name of the course, my contact information, all that kind of stuff, ACM learning outcomes, blah, blah, blah. But if you scroll down a little, we get to the good stuff, the part that you care about. And one of the most important areas of the syllabus is right here, the course schedule. Every week of the course is broken out, and it defines what we're doing that week, what our topics are, what our assignments are, when quizzes and tests happen, pretty much any question you might have about what's going to happen when in the course is found here in this course schedule. Any changes to this, and occasionally we do have changes that come up, I will definitely let you know, right? I send announcements several times a week. You'll know it if something here changes. Now, if you keep on scrolling, we get to another interesting part right here, the grading information. Yes, this is a college course, so we have these things called grades. And here's how you're graded, right? We strive to be very transparent in how grading works. You're based on a 100-point system, and here's how it's broken out for your overall grade. If you notice, the final exam by itself is worth 25% of your overall grade. Wow, that's huge, right? The quizzes, and there's 4 of them throughout the course, are also worth 25%. 50% of this course is testing. Now we did that on purpose, right? IT is a very test-centric career field. Pretty much, I mean, there's not much room for advancement unless you're able to pass test, certification exams. So we start getting you into that real early. Labs and assignments, 25%. This is a college course, and yes, there are required weekly assignments. Quite frankly, you could do everything else just great, not submit any of the assignments, and you'd be looking at like a C. Well, that's not good. That's assuming you aced everything else. The assignments are there to reinforce what we've been talking about, right? And they are useful, and they are required. Now, as far as assignments go, I don't accept late work. The start of our academic week is Saturday, and it runs until 11:59 p.m. the next Saturday. That's the due date. 11:59 p.m. every Saturday night is the due date for all of our work. Attendance, participation. Well, for a face-to-face course, attendance is simply that. People show up for class in the morning. I quickly make note of who's there and who's not, and that's their attendance grade. It's 10% of your overall score. The idea here is that if you don't show up for class to a sufficient amount, and we'll talk about that here in a second, there's no way you can get an A in this class. So participation and attendance, really important. But you're thinking, this is an online class. How do we do attendance? Well, we do it through our Blackboard discussions. Every week, there'll be 1 or 2, maybe sometimes even 3 discussion questions, and that you're required to go out and reply to those discussion boards, and then reply to other students' replies. If that falls under the same guidelines, Saturday to Saturday. So if someone doesn't participate in the discussion boards for that week, they're considered absent. Well, let's take a look at what this means here, because that comes down to our attendance policy. attendance is a really big deal, right? This is a technical course, and quite frankly, if you don't attend and participate regularly, you're going to have a hard time mastering the material. So with that thought, you're allowed up to 3 absences throughout the semester, right? However, if you end up getting more than 3, 10% off the top of your grade. That's this right here. Between 3 to 5 absences, or 6 absences or more, academic failure, right? That's just awarded an AF grade, and we're done. If you're absent 3 weeks in a row, that means, in this case of an online course, not participating in the boards for 3 weeks, that also equals an automatic academic failure. The late and tardiness doesn't really apply to us, but in face-to-face courses, 2 tardies equals 1 absence. And the rest of our syllabus is pretty much canned material. I do want to talk about the add drop and the withdrawal policy. During the first week is the add drop period. And this is the time when you can basically take a mulligan on the course, right? You're in there, you're like, wow, I can't stand this instructor. Or this wasn't the material I thought I was going to get. I changed my mind, whatever. By all means, drop during that add drop period. I mean, you get a full 100% back on your tuition, right? It's no harm, no foul. I encourage people, if they think you can't complete the course in the first week, by all means, make use of the add drop policy. After the add drop policy, or the add drop window, we get into the regular semester. Well, for the first 75% of the course, which I believe is like all the way to week 12 or 13 or something, it's a pretty good part of the course, you're able to withdraw. And that basically just means you quit, right? And this happens sometimes. Life happens. It's happened to me. I get it. You're far better off withdrawing from a course than receiving an F or an academic F on it. Yes, it still costs you money. You still lose your tuition. However, a W on your grade report affects your overall GPA differently than a failing grade does. Now, if something does come up in life and you think it's going to get in the way of completing this course, please contact me. Let me know what's going on, or let me know that you're not going to be able to complete the course. I'm not going to sit there and beg you to stay. I get it. Life happens. But I will encourage you, if you're still in the window, to withdraw prior to just stop showing up. Sometimes people do just stop showing up altogether. And please do me the courtesy of letting me know when you can't complete a course, and let me know. Otherwise, I just have to figure it out myself and issue an AF grade. And that completes our syllabus. There is a short syllabus quiz. It's required for week 1. It's called a quiz. It's really a homework assignment. You can take it as many times as you want. It counts as a homework assignment. The idea is to reinforce what's in here. And really, a lot of it's going to be focusing on attendance policy, right? I don't want someone coming back going, well, I missed 6 courses or 6 weeks, and I didn't know that was going to cause me to fail. Well, it does, and you're going to be tested on it. Any questions? Please feel free to contact me, and I'll see you later.